Hi guys! Ding! Welcome to another sunscreen video. Today we're going to be talking about the Banana Boat Sport Ultra Broad Spectrum SPF 50+ sunscreen. This is a sunscreen with chemical filters, 4 to be exact. And the chemical filters are avobenzone, homosalate, octisalate, and octocrylene. This sunscreen claims to have superior endurance with sweat and water, and also it claims to be water resistant for 80 minutes. I purchased this sunscreen at a Walgreens for about $12, and I purchased it primarily as a body sunscreen. Since I've gotten it, I've used it as a face and body sunscreen, but I'll tell you more details about that later. If you want some context for how long this sunscreen will last you, I got the sunscreen about 2 weeks ago. I've been using it for 2 weeks, and I apply and reapply vigorously because I have a job where I have to go outside a lot. But right now the product is about to here. So it comes in an 8 fluid ounce bottle, and I've used it about up to here in 2 weeks. You might be curious, does it burn your eyes? It hasn't actually. It hasn't. And it surprises me, but it hasn't. Maybe it's because it's supposed to be superior endurance with sweat and water, but this has not burned my eyes. If I got it inside of my eye, I'm sure it would burn. I try to be kind of careful when I put it around my eye, but so far, when I use it on my face, it hasn't burned my eyes. Pretty good. What I like about the sunscreen is that I think it's a relatively reasonable price for the amount of product. This is an 8 fluid ounce bottle and it's about $12. I know a lot of sunscreens that are way more expensive than this. So for the price, I think it's reasonable. What I don't like about the product is the texture. Let me get into that as I do the application. So, how I like to apply the sunscreen is, well, the bottle is kind of inflexible, and at first I really struggled with that, but I realized I just have to hit it against something hard. So I usually hit it against the table, or I hit it against my hand like this to make sure all of the product has come down. And oh, it is leaking, friends. The texture of it looks like this. It is a lotiony texture, and I'm going to apply it on my face for you guys so you guys can see what it looks like. It is quite easy to spread when you first put it on, but as you rub it in, it becomes thicker, and as you rub it in and rub it in, it just gets, you just feel this like oily residue. And it is quite glowy. I don't know if you can tell in this lighting, but it is quite glowy. This also does contain fragrance, so if you are concerned about fragrance, this does have fragrance. It is near the bottom of the the bottom of the ingredients label. It's the third to last ingredient. However, it does contain fragrance, so if you are very sensitive to that, I would watch out for this. However, that said, it's not a very strong fragrance, so if it's just your nose that's sensitive to it, this might still work for you. But if it's your skin that's allergic to or sensitive to fragrance, then I would avoid this. Alright. Okay, let me show you how it applies on my body as well, because I primarily use this as a body sunscreen. It doesn't leave any white cast because it is a chemical sunscreen, and it does leave quite a glow. Now, you can see it on my face, It does leave me quite glowy, and it feels oily, and it feels like sunscreen. A little bit tacky, a little bit oily. Feels like a traditional sunscreen. But it does have a pleasant, soft smell. So if you're worried about it being stinky, it's not stinky. It has a pleasant, soft smell. It's very different from the Banana Boat Light as Air one, but it's not bad. Okay, I'm going to open the curtains a little bit. Do you ever do that if you wear glasses? Like you try to wear your glasses when they're not on your head? Glasses struggles. Okay, let me open the window so you guys can see. It is quite glowy, and you can see my arm too. There is a glow on this thing, baby. So yes, that is the texture of the sunscreen, and that's the after effect of the sunscreen, and that's one of the reasons I don't like this sunscreen. As a body sunscreen, I can bear with the glow, but as a face sunscreen, it's just a bit much. I'm not the hugest fan of it. It's okay. I can bear with it as I use it, and sometimes, you know, on the job, I just have this. I just have that one tube of sunscreen, so I use it, but it's not my favorite to use on my face, if you know what I mean. Would I repurchase this sunscreen? To be honest, I wouldn't. I know it's only $12. I know it's a good price for the amount of product, as I said before, but I just know sunscreens with better formulations that I wouldn't automatically go to this. If I was really on a pinch for time or something and this was the only one that I could see in the store, I wouldn't mind buying it, but I wouldn't go out of my way to repurchase this, and I wouldn't, you know, if there were other options that I was looking into, I wouldn't repurchase this. If this video helped you out, please click like, or if you were just mildly entertained by this video, please click like, and yes, let me know in the comments below what sunscreens are your favorite body sunscreens, because I'm so curious. And if you want to see more content, please subscribe. I love to make videos about sunscreen, and I like to make videos about hair, about money, and occasionally about the random miscellaneous things that pop up in life. So yes, let me know. Subscribe, like. Okay, bye!